this is Greater Adelaide, showing the rapid transit systems in red and yellow. Red is the rail system and yellow is a busway, the guided busway called the O-Bahn or omnibus. This line of rail is standard gauge using a street tram, electric tram system, and the other red lines are rail systems which in some cases have been discontinued. So this section down here has been discontinued and the rail line broad gauge runs close to the coast. In an earlier time there used to be a railway line from Glenelg to North Terrace, the Holdfast Bay Railway Line, which went via an area here called St Leonard's at the time, up to what's now called Mile End. This is the Mile End railway station for the government railway line, and this red line here is where the privately owned Holdfast Bay Railway Line ran. And if you go down to street level, there's a memorial showing heavy morning traffic on the road where the railway line used to go. So there was a right of way there, and this memorial is saying that the railway station at that point was actually called Theberton Railway Station. It's now called the Mile End Railway Station. Now it's proposed that there might be a busway, the inner western busway, servicing the Royal Adelaide Hospital and bringing buses using rights of way close to the railway lines to avoid the congestion on West Terrace and South Terrace. If we want to extend this to the southwestern suburbs, we could use the right-of-way from the old Holdfast Bay Railway Line, which was going to be electrified in the 1920s, but because of the Great Depression the project was abandoned in 1929, even though it was the most popular of the two railway lines running to Glenelg, and the area was abandoned as a rail system. But there are a few memorials to this. If we go down to Marion Road, we can see a platform on what's now a bikeway. We can see the bikeway, the West Side Bikeway Reserve. This is the only memorial of what used to be the Holdfast Bay Railway Line. So it's proposed that we could extend from London Road here an outer southwest busway which would go to this intersection of Morphett Rd, Anzac Highway, immediately adjacent to a privately owned Morphettville Raceway. Now, this would then mean that buses could get quick transit to the city and avoid the congestion which occurs here at Keswick. It also has the advantage that because of the new bridge over the railway line at Oaklands, the congestion which used to occur at that point is now gone. So this is now what the level crossing looks like, and we can see that the railway station now has been taken down so that its grade separated from the roadways, so buses can easily move through this area. And so we could run the busway through to Marion Westfield, where there's a major interchange for buses. And this is, at this point, is where the buses come together, the various zones of the Marion Interchange. The other thing that's happened is the building of the Southern Expressway, parallel to the main South Road, and here at Seaford Road, and because of the new roadways for the Darlington upgrade, it's possible to get buses from Marion to the Flinders Medical Centre by a further extension, so that the buses can get across the expressway using the existing bridge and come down to ground level and then run along these roads which are at normal level, whereas this is actually in the cutting, to Flinders Drive and get to the Flinders Medical Centre. And this is the new Flinders Link railway station which is being built. So if we come down to this point, Street View is showing so this is actually inside the Darlington upgrade. We come down to street level at this point here. The Flinders Link in this version of Street View is still being built, but as we know, this bridge has now been completed. And so buses currently go from Marion using Flinders Drive, but it's suggested that they could come from Seaford Road using this upside and return back to Marion Interchange on that side. And it'd be easy for buses coming off Seaford Road to go round Marion Road onto the Southern Expressway and return there. And if we go down to Marion Road, we can see it's easy for buses to get from Marion Road up onto the expressway. So it's suggested that the busway from London Road could be extended using this right-of-way from the old Holdfast Bay Railway Line into the low-density housing in the southwest corner of Adelaide using a southwest busway.